Bonjour everyone, welcome to another diecast showcase. So today, a few recent finds for new Humble Haul Hump Day. Yeah, so stuff I found over last weekend. Not a whole lot, but a couple cool pieces that I'm happy to add to the collection and glad to have found. Um, Most of these were actually going to be cracking open because yeah, didn't post anything over the weekend. Haven't done a free Friday in a while, so I thought, why the heck not? Midweek cracking a diecast to get through the week basically. So without further ado, let's start off with the only piece we're not going to be setting free today, and the one that honestly I think I'm pretty much the most happy to have found. Um, so obviously, I'm a big fan of Matchbox, and I'm a big fan of Matchbox's regular everyday cars, basically. Especially ones we either did not get here or ones that are from days long gone and just are done in a very clean stock looking manner. So one really good example of this that we're not going to be opening, as mentioned, is I finally got my hands on the really cool Ford Fiesta Mark II, the Euro spec Fiesta that we never got in North America. So nicely done tampos in the front. Six spokes aren't the best wheels, but on this specific model they fit rather well, so not going to complain about that. And good tampos in the back. So the XR2, as you can see on the, oh no, it's written Mark II. Is it an XR? I don't think it is an XR2. It's not the sport model. Although the little details on the card art believe me to think it is an XR2. But yeah, it's a nice little car. No sunroof. Your basic gloss paint. The lower part of the body that is part of the base, as you can see, and lends itself to the fender flares, the non-body colored bumpers, and you got a nice dark gray anthracite interior, or medium gray maybe. And this one is a right-hand drive, so UK spec, most probably. Very cool little car, and happy to add it to the collection. So this one's staying carded, as mentioned. We're going to next be checking out the other Soul Matchbox that I found. And this one's an opener because I did get the first colorway of this car, which was in a light metallic green. And now we have this beauty from days of yore, the 41 Plymouth Coupe, in a nice pastel yellow. And again, great details on the front. Good choice of wheels with the black steelies and the poverty caps, and nice subtle little details on the back, and chrome bumpers, so they're part of the chrome base. You got the black running boards also that are part of the black interior, and let's check it out more closely. If I get two of the same casting in different colorways, you know that I'm going to be opening one of them. So this card is really fighting me. This card does not want to come out. And this is a situation I really hate. Sometimes the glue just comes off and, you're stuck with the card that you end up having to open even if you want to keep it carded because it's uncarding itself. And you get these that you want to open, but they just don't feel like it. And here it is. Pretty hefty, honestly. A lot of metal that goes all the way down to the running boards and to the bumpers. So pretty hefty piece. Very nice little details on here. There we go. Take a closer look at that. Very nicely done. Nice work, especially on the lights and the little hood ornament too. Here's your rear. Very subtle. Just what's needed basically. And overall great looking casting. This is a 2022 release. So 2023 for that first green version that I referred to before. There might have been, this may not be the second one though, but it's the second one I find. And, you know, these are great for diorama, photos, and things like that. Use as a backdrop. You know, you get a bunch of these older cars from Matchbox and you can recreate a pretty cool, you know, street scene from, you know, the return of the war and, you know, the 40, 45, 46, 47, you know, you get a few 30s cars, a few 40s cars. You can even mix these in with the 1950s cars and, you know, they'll look legit. So definitely a cool little find. We're going to jump into Hot Wheels. So I did find one semi-premium, or that's what I guess you'd call it, and one premium that I had hesitated on picking up, but now I have picked it up and I am going to crack it open because it's a casting I really wanted. Finally on my hands on this flippin' FC RX-7 from the Ultra Hots. The only one that I want that I'm still missing is that tough to find purple CRX. Now, as usual, there were two of these. Picked up the one with the worst card because this one I really want to open because I want to do a side and hood tampo removal and eventually a wheel swap. So that's going to look real clean. And you got the smoke charcoal colored Spectraflame paint, and of course the infamous Ultra Hots, which, you know, kind of matches with the era of the car. You know, 89, 80s had these kind of weird designs as wheels in the aftermarket wheel industry. So let's go ahead and crack that one open too. But these always look great unpackaged because you don't lose the Spectraflame shine. Very nice. Very nice paint color. It's going to look so good without the Ultra Hots gaudy graphics. I did also want to open it because I was really curious to know if this was metal or plastic base, but the only metal base FC that Hot Wheels has produced is the Pandem one. The stock ones are all plastic base. This one being no exception. So there you go. 2019 copyright. Wow, I have the first version of this in red. I didn't realize I picked it up 5 years ago, 4 to 5 years ago. Crazy. All right, yeah, so nice tampos in the front. I'm going to be careful when I do my tampo removal to not go too far as to remove that Mazda logo or those secondary lights below the pop-ups. Got the hood scoop indicating it is a turbo. Here it would be a Turbo 2. And there's your rear. Hot Wheels license, the badging, and the lights. Probably going to add a dab of silver to that twin exhaust. Good old Roller Boy 13B Turbo. And there we go. Actually, what? Let's line them up like this. Yeah, and finally the premium Hot Wheels that we're going to be opening. So I had stumbled upon this one a couple times, and it is kind of a peg warmer out of this set. But always decided not to pick it up because of the fact that I'm not crazy about the colorway, especially compared to its first release in that twin pack. Would be out of the race day. Last year's race day series, I think, eh? Or is it this year? No, it's this year. This year's race day series. These are all over the place, so, you know, easy to find. But that BMW Group 5 silhouette car with the wide body and everything like that. You know, I'm not crazy about the orange and green, but I do love the fact that it's got Castrol, it's got Bilstein, it's got the Bell, little Bell helmet sponsorship, number 68, because it's a Hot Wheels. And I mean, the wheel setup is really sick too. So, you know what? I decided I'm going to pick this up. I'm going to crack it open. I don't have a 3 series of this generation in the collection. stock or modified or racing. So I think that warranted the purchase, and I never found the 2-pack with the M colored one, which I would really like. But yeah, and the other one, the E46, yeah, cool, but not my favorite. So yeah, let's get her cracked open. Check that out. See what we see. This one's fighting me a bit as well. Sorry about that. All right, good looking cast. A little bit of packaging dust there. Let's get that off the car. All right, so from the front, this thing looks gorgeous, good proportions. I like the X'd out, taped out headlights, very cool. Little Castrol logos on that huge front air dam. And again, the stripe on top I find is pretty fitting. It's, I don't know, it's not the best color combo, honestly. It's very, very loud. I like the filler caps here. The wheels are great. That was staggered Watanabe style wheels, or Panasports, or mini lights, or whatever you want to call them. The 8 spokes, basically classic looking 8 spokes. Some gold spokes with the polished lip, which is great. Of course, Real Rider tires, which are slicks, which is legit. Got the 2022 copyright, so 2023 was the release of this in that twin pack once more. And it's got a full racing interior with the cage. I believe the single seat. Yeah, it's definitely a single seat. And you got the usual accessories on the floor, on the right side floor. This is a left-hand drive. Only thing that I can really reproach of this casting, like the only like negative comment I would have, again, rear looks great, chunky wing, but that's how it is if you don't want it to break. And you know, it is a toy first and foremost, even if it is also a collectible. Yeah, only gripe I have is if you look at the side, the size of those turn signals. If you compare it to the card art, you know, much more discreet in sizing. See how there's much more of a gap in between the top and bottom of the turn signal on the actual car, on the card. You know, there's room on the bottom in between that fender flare and the light itself. Same thing for the sloping front body line that the hood is part of. So, you know, that's really the only gripe I have. Other than that, great casting. And at least this one being orange, it doesn't show as much as the white one, which is great. So, yeah, really nice little piece. And, of course, the side exit exhaust there. Not very detailed, of course, but, you know, looks really good. Really good. I definitely am liking this a lot. So, I'm going to put this one here. Next, what we're going to do, I found... Well, so far, I found my favorite 5-pack of the year from Matchbox, which was the one that I showed on my last showcase, the Italian Roads 5-pack, which is, you know, pretty solid pack. If we're talking about cars that, you know, I wanted. And I think I just found my favorite new pack for 2025 from Hot Wheels, 5-pack. We're going to crack that one open as well, because I'm going to substitute a car that's in it. So basically, I normally love 5-packs that are all licensed vehicles, right? So this one's close, not quite, but close. And we would be talking about the new Nightburners. So that is really awesome. So we've got the Ford Sierra RS Cosworth. We've got the Nissan Maxima drift car, the GR Supra with the wide body, the Macchini Veloce, and the Macchini Veloce, should I say? That's how I should be pronouncing it. And then this super cool ultra metallic pink STI hatch. So let's get this 5-pack open, because I really want to make a full license car pack out of this. I'm going to just open the top here to get the cars free. Not the cleanest opening of a 5-pack that I've done, but not the worst. And here are the vehicles. So I'll start with the obvious culprit here. The car I'm replacing is the DiMacchini. Mind you, for a fantasy casting, it's one of my preferred ones. From the last few years, I find it actually does give really a 70s rally vibe, which is really, really cool. I love the fact that they obviously wanted to make it look Italian. It's kind of a mix to me of a Maserati Bora Group 5 and a Lamborghini Urraco. The Group 5, well, the racer, the race versions basically, or the Stradale race versions. So this homologation specials basically. That's really what it reminds me of. It's got a bunch of cool details like those quad fog lights. You can see that the hood is chrome as it's part of the base. You've got really nice little mesh gold wheels that complement the black paint extremely well. The DiMacchini in the Italian colors. You know, cool retro deco on there as well. And you have the rear where you can see under these veneers the a spare tire. Yeah, cool. And here's your rear with that full, well, I guess it's supposed to be a light bar. I mean, I have another version. I got in a 10-pack of this that I actually added a few details to, and I decided to Sharpie out that middle portion here in red, and it works really well. It really looks like lens lights, so it's pretty cool. Exhaust, it's cool. Big mud flaps, very cool. Smaller ones in the front, very cool. All in all, cool cast, and I will keep it. It's a cool variation. It's the nicest variation of this I have, and that personally I think they've released so far, so I will keep it. But you know, I'm not I don't know, it's not my I don't think it should be part of this pack. We'll go quickly from for the other ones, and yet another variation of this Supra that I have several of, but not in this really nice shade of red. I do like the GR Supra script on the side, very, very cool. Wheels work fine. The PR5s and black spoke chrome lip combo. As usual, no rear tampos, but doesn't show as much since we're talking about red paint, which is good. Still that chunky big spoiler. And the front of these are always tampoed. And it's nice. It's a better job at the lights, definitely, than a couple other basic diecast brands, namely Maisto. And even Matchbox, I find. That white release. The lights are better done on this one. What I really like about this one too is that tan interior. What I don't like about this one is that there's no side mirrors, which kind of do have a little roll cage on the back though, as this is a tuned car. So this is actually a Pandem body kit. So very cool, very cool. We do have the pink STI, which is really cool. I love pink cars. And this one's pink metallic, some nice black graphics with that dark gray meatball without a number. Semi-tampoed front. It is missing grille details, fog light details and whatnot, but those are very easy to add. Very, very easy. It's got that infamous roof scoop for that flat 4 turbo. EJ25 engine. Quad exhaust. No tampos in the back because of the side livery, but that's okay. That's okay. A lot of them are like that. I don't think they've made a clean version of this with the tampos in the back, except for maybe the Fast and Furious one, the gray and black one. So, but yeah, definitely I like this STI. It's pretty cool. But again, it's one of many color variations of this cast I have. Now, definitely the one I'm very happy to get is this really, really nice color variation of the Maxima drift car. I love Nissans. I love wagons. I love modified cars. I love engine swaps. So it's got the RB26 in there. So, I mean, perfect. Perfect. Love the sunroof with the actual little diffuser on there. The only thing I don't like about this casting is the big pole in the back. But, I mean, you know, you got to put the rivet somewhere, right? So, got the chrome inserted bumpers that are part of the engine, as well as the interior piece. Yeah, the wheels look cool. I don't know what these are called. I always forget, but you know, they have a gold lip. Actually, even like looks more like a bronze lip. But yeah, looking good. Bumper delete on the rear, so you can do some wall bashing. And here's your base. Definitely a cool little tuner car. Definitely like this. Love the wide body. Looks great from the top here. Those rear arches, those box flare arches, front and rear, looking good. Deep chin spoiler, and of course, the wing mirrors. Yep, Supra is the only one in here besides the Veloce that doesn't have side mirrors, which is kind of weird. My favorite out of this pack, just because of the fact that I think this is the best livery this car has had so far, and also for the fact that it has lens front lights, is the Sierra RS Cosworth. Aero discs on this car, just, it's perfect. Perfect. The number 87, which is a model year of the car, with this really cool livery, the Ford sponsorship on there. I mean, this is like, it looks period. I love it. I really, really love it. And even just that little line of orange to break up the two-toneness of the white and dark blue. Very cool. So, very plain rear, but I mean, that's perfect. It's a blank canvas, right? And front, again, blank canvas. I've detailed one of these, the red one, second release. Pretty easy to do because these are really blocky designs, right, from the 80s. So, and of course that whale tail. Gotta love the whale tail. This is obviously a street car, as it does have a full interior, although it does look like a race car livery-wise. And again, there's that huge post in the back, which kind of sucks, but yeah, I can live with that. Now, obviously, now that we've removed the Veloce, what we're going to do is add a different car to its previous place. And while thinking about which car I wanted to add, I was going through a shelf where I display most of my loose Ford diecasts, and wanting to keep it in the theme of Nightburners, I told myself, you know, I'm gonna go check, you know, something JDM, because there's already almost all JDM cars except the Ford, and you know, maybe I could put the, you know, maybe an American car to offset it, you know, but maybe a Viper or something like that. But then I know that it's already been done, a Viper in a Nightburners pack. So then I remembered that in the first Nightburner pack, which includes a casting that was remolded and first released in that pack, there was the perfect car that I could add. Now, mind you, I did detail out this one a little tiny bit, and I have shown it in videos a couple of years back, but in the first Nightburners 5-pack the Hot Wheels released, there was also another fast Ford, the Ford Escort Cosworth, with the redux of the wing that was part, it was like a roof wing, it was part of the glass portion, which is atrocious. I actually had one as a kid in the Uno livery, and I cut off the wing, basically to make it flush, so it was like wingless, basically. And they put in the WRC style wing. As you can see, I added the rear lights and the rear vents, added also the front lights, front grills, and added some silver to the 6 fog lamps. A little bit of black for that roof scoop, but you know, that's pretty much it. Oh, and the wipers I did in black too. But look at that. Green 10 spokes, 3-tone green livery, Ford sponsorship as well. And I mean, come on. This is a great pair. It's a great pair. Definitely a great pair. So that is going to be a perfect addition. I might have to finesse it a little bit because of that rear wing and the fact that it's cut out for the Machini. Oh no, it fits pretty good actually. Good, perfect. Now we can reconstitute this 5-pack and have an all licensed Nightburners 5-pack with the inclusion of one of the cars from the very first Nightburners 5-pack. I mean, you know, you can give me your opinion in the comments if this Nightburners pack is now better than it was with the fantasy cast, or if you liked it better just as is. So there you go. This looks pretty good, right? All licensed castings now. So yeah, that was fun. And it actually fits better, the Escort, than I thought, because obviously these are semi-molded to fit the actual original cars, but it's pretty seamless, honestly. So great. Very happy about that. And last piece of kit we're going to be unboxing is a slightly larger scale model. One of my local pharmacies that has these got a big wave of new ones, and I normally go for pullbacks that are going to be very street regular cars, basically, and try and aim for like the 138-ish scale as opposed to 132-ish scale like Jada, just to make sure that they're not as large. And the one that I picked up this time is the Mark 7 VW GTI, in plain silver, 5-door base wheels. So your stripper model, basically. I mean, if it had the plaid interior, I mean, you know, 6-speed manual, you know, that would be my ideal spec anyways. And then you know, keep these wheels for winter wheels and buy a set of wheels I really like for my summer setup. There you go. So yeah, 2-liter turbo and very tunable. Gonna open the box, and I've shown a couple of these in the past. Basically, these are sold locally to me in 3 formats, actually. Firstly, as you can see, in grocery stores and pharmacies and, you know, toy stores and whatnot. A lot of these are sold loose. They come like in packs of 12 or 18 or 24, and they just, you know, they sell them loose, basically. So that's really cool. The boxed ones like I got here are normally not as common, but are more common than the last one that is on card. Only one store has that around me, and you know, they have them now, but I don't know if they'll have them forever, or they'll re-up with different waves or whatnot. Either way, very happy about this nice little GTI. Looks really stock, looks really good, you know, nothing flashy or special, but it's just a normal car that's well rendered, especially for the price. I mean, these comes up to what, maybe $6 US, something like that, $7 US. So pretty cheap. So decent details on the front. You got the lens lights. You got nicely done the GTI specific front bumper trim, lower bumper trim. You've got the sensors that are embossed in there. You do have that little red line that's hard to see with the little GTI badge, so you know it's a GTI. Yeah, Volkswagen logo's well sized. Got some nicely formed mirrors, opening doors. The interior is okay. It's nothing crazy. It's just basic black plastic. Rear pretty much emulates the front. Correct badging, which is very subtle on these from factory. Lens lights again. Twin exhausts, as you can see. But my favorite feature of this car, since it is a pullback, you could technically say, that it's actually a rear-wheel drive conversion. That's pretty cool, right? So there you go. Those are my very few finds for this episode. If you enjoyed, hit that like, and you can subscribe to be updated when I upload next. And of course, comment your feedback. I'll wish you happy hunting, all the best of luck out there. Stay safe, and I will catch you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.